Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Lucy and Rich. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your dog's ability to understand and respond to their obedience commands. The little corrections and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. And Lucy will come home with her very own training collar that has been fitted just for her. Now she's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Lucy, heel. And her job at this point is to stay with Rich, maintaining pace with him, walking nicely at his left, not dragging you down the street. And each time that you stop your feet, Lucy sits automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And that's one of the biggest complaints that we get from people, is that my dog drags me on a walk. And now when you stop to talk to a neighbor or stop to cross traffic, she'll be sitting nicely and waiting for her next command. And the next command is the stay. It is a hand and a voice command. And because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command, just a firm stay. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way back around her, returning all the way back to heel position, and then he praises her up for doing a good job. And you can practice your stationary exercises right in your house. It's very good discipline for the dogs to be encouraged to be settled, to sit, stay, and down, stay, and all of those things. Now Rich is going to leave her in another stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her for that additional distraction, we're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command.
Lucy, come.
Rich uses her name. She should come right in front and she should sit facing your knees. Very good job. And then she returns back around to heel position. And they're going to set up for another recall exercise. She kind of came back and finished on her own, so she kind of cut a whole step out of that exercise.
Good. Stay.
Rich leaves her in a stay. And he's going to call her in. She comes in, she should sit. Very good. Then she should return back to heel position and sit again. Very nicely done. And now we're going to set up for our down commands. And there are 2 of them. There's down from a heel position and down from a distance. The first one, Lucy is back at heel position. Rich uses the flat of his palm straight down toward the ground, and the one-word firm command to down. The long down stay when you're practicing right in your living room is for 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. This is a great exercise for developing self-control and maturity, most important for your younger puppy. Rich returns back to her, as he did on the sit stay, and she should not get up until she's been praised or given another command. And we'll demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. Ah, the sun went under the clouds. What a nice break. I know you guys in the city have had enough of this.
Down.
Flat of the palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down, and then you have to tell her you're leaving her, so you tell her stay. And this time Rich will call her out of that exercise.
Lucy, come. Good girl. Lucy.
She comes right in front and sits, beautifully done.
Lucy, heel.
And then she goes back to heel position and sits again. Now they're going to set up for our down from a distance. Lucy is a confident dog. She's not shy. She does her obedience training well with a good attitude. Rich leaves her in a sit stay. She's not intimidated.
Down.
Rich uses his right hand to give the command from 6 feet away, and she immediately went down. Beautifully done. Now we've demonstrated for you her heel and automatic sit and stay and down from a distance and come. She's done such a beautiful job here at school. I think you're going to be very proud of her. We're going to go get the boy and show you his version of the same commands. We'll be right back.